Now, I was telling you during the break that because I was here doing the pregame show on Sunday when NBC aired the interview, and Al Michaels asked you what you had bought, and you said a ping pong table. And Twitter exploded, and you said, well, it's a pretty sweet ping pong table. Tell us about the ping pong table.
It's a killer spin ping pong table. I'd kind of had my eyes on it for a while. Back home in college, we had a ping pong table, but it was like when you got at Walmart that folded up, and it just wasn't a great table. So I knew that when I had the opportunity, I was going to buy a nice one. And
is Killer Spin the name? Is that the company?
Yeah, it's like a ping pong brand. It's got a nice net. It's fast.
Well, here's a better question.
Stable, real stable.
Very stable.
Are you any good?
I'm pretty good.
You're good at it?
Well,
yeah.
I was going to say, I would guess, knowing what I know about you, that you never walk away from that table having lost. You always win the last game, right?
I try to keep it that way, yeah.
So do you kind of hold the paddle up, or are you kind of one of those down guys?
No, I hold it up. I'm not.
Yeah, okay.
Please,
Definitely.
master that table. The one thing I used to hate is when guys would buy these pool tables, expensive pool tables, and they sucked. So be good at that thing.
Okay. I
Maximize.
will.
Thank you.
Definitely.
For me.
I'm trying.
We wanted to give Sam Bradford some rapid-fire questions here. Not necessarily pertaining to football. Some of them will. Over the course of the last calendar year, January 4th of 2010, January 4th, 2011, your best day.
Draft day.
Going number one.
Definitely.
Yep.
Then what was the worst?
The worst day? Probably last Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Draft day. You had to know.
Somewhat.
I mean, when they called you and said, okay, we're picking you, it was like you were cheering? You knew. You had to know.
I knew. I kind of knew that morning. I had talked to Billy, so I knew going into that night. But, once it happened, it was just a huge sense of relief. I mean, I'd gone through a lot that year with the shoulder injury. There were a lot of questions about, whether I was going to slide in the draft. And, just to have it over with and know where I was going, it was a great
Doing the
feeling.
thing with Roger Goodell.
Definitely.
All right, best food that you've had in St. Louis.
Best food that I've had in St. Louis. Wow. That's tough. What are we talking? Like restaurant or just food?
Just, was it a steak? Was it a particular pasta dinner?
You can give us
just
a
whatever.
restaurant. Give
You
somebody
can
a plug.
throw a restaurant out if you want.
I don't know. I would say I like Scape. I don't know. I go there quite a bit, and the chef actually made me back home in college. I'd go to this Italian restaurant every Thursday before games, and I would have cheese tortellini. And I guess my parents went there one night and got to talking to him and told them about it. And so the next time I went in, the chef at Scape made me cheese tortellini.
Nice.
It was awesome. It's one of my favorites.
Good. And you're a big, well, not necessarily a superstition guy, but a big routine guy, right? Before a game?
Big routine guy.
And what was the one that was in school that got messed up one time?
The peppermint. Well, there were a lot that got messed up, but the peppermint one got messed up a little. I was freaking out one time.
Peppermint?
Yeah.
Please explain.
Well, okay, going back to that restaurant that we'd go to on Thursday, I'm really weird. I have to have everything in threes, and we'd always have the same waitress, and she would always bring us 3 peppermints. And one night we didn't have the waitress, and I don't know, we didn't get any peppermints. So I had to tell my buddy, I was like, listen, you have got to go and tell our waitress that she has to bring 3 peppermints over here and bring me a to-go iced tea. That was the routine.
I love it.
But I want to clarify, this is routine, not superstition.
Routine, not superstition.
Not superstition, okay.
Routine. I just didn't want to break the routine.
Right, gotcha.
So the jacket you're wearing, you have 3 of them.
Do I?
I don't know. You say everything in 3s.
Oh, no, just kind of my superstition. On game day, if I eat fruit, I usually eat fruit in the mornings, I have to have 3 pieces of cantaloupe, 3 pieces of pineapple. Everything's in 3s.
I'm surprised you aren't number 3. Well, Josh had
Really
number 3.
weird.
Have you ever worn number 3?
No.
That's
Well, that were Randy, that would be crazy.
Yeah, that'd
that
be
is
weird.
so odd.
I don't know.
3 pieces of cantaloupe. You actually pick 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I do.
I don't want to be behind you in the food line. Just get it and go.
So you like food. You have particular. What's in your fridge? Do you eat at home much? Do you have anything in your fridge?
Absolutely nothing.
Good for you.
Bachelor.
Yeah. Straub's really saves me.
Yeah.
They have dinner for 2 that you can go pick up and put in the microwave, and that is absolutely awesome.
Do you like chicken salad? The Straub's chicken salad.
it is.
Is it really good?
Top
The
notch.
best.
The phone is going to ring off the hook.
Might have to
I'll
try
cook
that.
for you, Sam.
I got to tell you, first of all, one of the first things that I did, I've got a 16-year-old son. He was 15 then, and we bought the number 8 jersey right off the bat. And I know you've seen a million of those, but you've been a great representative as a rookie for St. Louis. I'm really proud to have you here, and we're thankful for that you're here, first of all, and that you're going to be here for a while. We're excited about it.
Oh, thank you. I love it here in St. Louis. The people here have been absolutely unbelievable. They've made my transition to this city so easy. I mean, it's been seamless. I feel like I'm at home everywhere I go, and I really appreciate the support that this city's given us. I felt like they really got behind us this year. Our last game, the Dome was rocking, and I really hope it's like that next year too.
That is Sam Bradford with us in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. More coming up.